Hello. Let's quickly go over how to set up a deferred income account. I'm going to go into General Ledger, and I'm going to go into Maintain Source and Journal Transfer Files. This is where you set up all your templates. And let's go in here, and I'm going to hit Override. Now, normally what deferred income is for is when you have contracts, and you get somebody paying for a contract that might be 6 months. So you want to defer that income over 6 months. Or some people just defer it over 12. You can make that decision. We're showing you how to do that. In my case, I have racks, slips, and storage. I want to defer that income. I take a lot of money in a short period of time, and I want to defer it over a time period. This is my accounts right here. This is where you would put in your deferred account number. So you need to create an account number. Let me click right here. And you'll see that I created 3 of them. I have one for slips, one for storage, and one for racks. You can create as many as you wish. Now, I'm not going over how to create an account number. I assume you know how to do that. Normally that account number will be created in your general ledger, and it'll normally be set up as a liability account. So that number is going to be put in here. If it's a taxable sale, it's going to use this number. If it's a non-taxable sale, it's going to be use this number here. So we're using the same account number. Most people do. You can have separate ones if you wish. So that's the first step, setting your deferred account numbers up, sticking them in your override, and telling it that these are deferred accounts. They're going to get handled quite differently. Now, once you do that, okay. Now, the next step is how do we want that to be multiplied out? That's done here. So, in this case, I'm basically saying any of those contracts or bills that are printed with those codes, I want to divide the amount by 12. Now there again, some people do it by the length of the contract. If it's a 6-month contract, they want to divide it by 6 months. They don't want to show all the income in those months in January, February. In this case, I'm dividing them by 12, but there again, you can divide it by whatever you wish. So this is your divisor. You should have a divisor for every single month. Once you do that, now let's do a actual invoice. So I'm going in and let's bill out a slip, and we'll do Tom Moore here. And I'm going to bill his account, and it's $3,700, and I want to bill his account out. And let's just do a credit card sale. We're going to charge him a credit card fee, and there again, I could use the token, but I swiped it in instead. It's going to get approved, and we're going to sign the, okay, if I can sign it right. Okay, so now we've signed it. We're not going to save that credit card as a token. Okay, so now we're done. What did it do in my general ledger system? Okay, let's go to general ledger. And it made a couple of entries. Number one, let's go into my journal system. And I want to go to here. This is the entry that it made. This is the entry we just made right here. And we can see that there's my credit card. There's one into undeposited cash. This now went into that deferred income for slips. We also charged him a convenience fee, and obviously he had a $1,000 deposit on there also. So this is the entries that were made. This is the amount that was actually charged. Now, if we want to look at the customer and check out the customer, obviously we can see that, and obviously look at his bill and see the detail of his bill. But let's see what it did in deferred income. So now all that went into deferred income slip. So now if we go down here and we look at deferred income options, and I want to look at my schedule. If I want to look at my schedule, that just shows me what I got to do. Let me go by invoice date, and let's just look at today. Now I think we might have done a couple. So this is what I've deferred for today. Now these are divided by 12. This is the Tom Moore. This is the amount that we charged, and we divided it by 12. So we're going to basically do $308 every 12 months. If it was a 6-month contract, it would be for 6 months. So there again, you can spread it out as much as you want. Now, when you want to post that and you say, okay, at the end of every month, you need to go in and say, okay, let me look at my deferred stuff that I need to post. I can go here. You can do it by anything you want. You can just do it by slips. You can do it, there again, you can pick whatever. I'm just going to pick invoice date, and I'll pick here. And it's going to tell me, okay, if I post anything, I'm posting this for period 3. This is what I need to post for period 3. So these are all the things that need to be posted. This is the total amount. Here's the one I just did for Tom Moore. And it's basically saying, okay, if I just hit F12, it's going to post this total amount of $850, which is this right here. This is what's unposted. This is what we force. You can also force the post. And so if I want to manually post this, just hit F12, it's going to post all those accounts for this month. Also, what I can do, and we can do that right now if we want. Okay. So now what we also can do is we can do what we call a manual post. If I want to do a manual post, I can pick anything I want and say, you know what, we had a slow month. I don't want to wait 12 months. Maybe I want to post this one right here, Tom Brady. Maybe I want to do him right now. And it basically says, okay, well, what do you want to post? I want to post $500. Okay. And there again, we can post it, and now that's going to post $500. So that's what we call a forced post. So you're going to be able to see what your deferred posting that you did on a normal basis, any forced post that you manually posted, and the balance is left. So that is a quick scenario of how deferred posting works. It's quite popular if you're doing contracts and you don't want to have this big bubble of income and you want to spread it out over the length of the contract. If you have any questions about this, just please call support. Thank you.